Hello Wastelanders, Wanderer here. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I know it's been a long time between episodes. I've been very busy trying to get some Fallout 4 Horizon stuff done, in particular the build guide for my Commando build, as well as just streaming a lot for that, and just the holidays and stuff in general. You guys know how it goes. You get busy. I do work full-time as well as doing this in my spare time, so there just isn't always time for stuff. But anyway, I wanted to get back into this playthrough. Got some spare time over the Christmas break here, and I wanted to get back into stuff and check stuff out again. So let me see here. Oh, we're hidden here, eh? Yes, I'll just take it all, thank you. Someday this karma is going to come back to bite me in the butt, I'm sure. But for right now, this place is some easy pickings for someone with nimble hands like my character. Alright, let's see what this soldier over here has to say. We are, by the way, at Fort Camp McCarran, just inside of New Vegas. Just got here. I want to talk to some more people around here, and then we'll set off and probably do some quests. So let's see what the NCR trooper has to say.
I pity anyone who crosses Boyd. That woman is relentless.
Okay, good to know. Boyd is a bitch. Let's go back through here. Is there anyone that we can actually talk to? There's someone. Yes, Mr. Colonel James Shue.
Yes, what is it?
I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Anything else you might have problems with?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Well, you're rather calm, given how bad things are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Good advice, man, good advice. I often say myself that, just gotta roll with it, man. Stuff happens, just gotta deal with it the best you can. So, who are these fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Alright, well, I'll go over to Vault 3 and give it a look.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
So how are things going for you besides, everything you just told me?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
That does kind of suck. It seems rather crappy of the New Vegas people, I guess Mr. House, to do that. Where does that leave you then?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
I bet I could make that Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Okay, we'll go look for her then. I could also look into who's leaking NCR intelligence if you want.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay, so all their supplies and everything are getting raided by people because someone is spying for them. So what is Camp McCarran's role in the NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Okay, are things mostly quiet between here and the dam then at least?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
So what other challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Alright, thanks so much for your time, Colonel James Shue, I believe is how you say it. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, so Mr. House is just not cooperating, and, I mean, it's in his best interest to cooperate unless he wants the Legion to take over, or maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know. I'm not sure what his stake in all this is. I'm sure we'll meet him eventually. But yeah. Oh, so here's another person. How are you doing there, Miss Angela Williams?
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is this place? Looks like some kind of lab or something.
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
I think she's obviously a scientist, but let's ask her, are you a scientist, ma'am?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
So what is your role here, Miss Williams?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Anything I can help with?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay, thanks, Angela.
This?
Whoops, wrong one. Thanks, Angela.
Nice to...
Alright, and this must be, Mr. Hildern.
Hello. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
Say the sales pitch, man. Just tell me what I'm doing.
All right. Straight to the point. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlocked the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Okay, sounds good.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Not to be a dick about it there, Thomas. Other questions?
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You're the director of the OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
You do all this yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
So there's a food shortage at the NCR?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
Well, that kind of sucks. What other responsibilities your office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
So you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like Exceptional, or Marvelous, or...
Fantastic? Yeah, that was actually me.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
Alright then, what do you think of NCR's chances against the Legion should it come to war?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
That's actually a pretty reasonable stance, Mr. Hildren. Alright, goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Download complete. Begin recording. Navarro Outpost Scientists, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several databanks of information on this machine.
What? Navarro Outpost Scientists. You'll find several databanks of information on this machine. Okay. Continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several databanks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Well, that's interesting.
Even the stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left in the dust.
Veronica, he's right there. Just be quiet.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job?
He did indeed. He asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keely and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Okay, I'll try.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Some questions for you, Miss Williams.
Of course. Anything.
What can you tell me about Keely?
Keely's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
So how old is Keely? Is she a pre-war ghoul?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
How did Keely and Hildren get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildren. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildren hates Keely because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
So what do you think of Dr. Hildren?
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
Bullshit. He seemed focused on results, maybe not so much on people.
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
So he takes credit for your work but doesn't actually do anything?
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keely? He crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildren tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
Fair point. Hildren mentioned the followers. He didn't actually mention them, but okay, let's ask this anyway.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they'd teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildren trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Okay, and I hear the food around here is pretty bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Contreras, okay. Gotta remember that name. I already know what her role is here, but let's ask again because it's highlighted, so we're gonna try it.
Head researcher. Mostly on the damn...
Okay, I already had that. Okay, goodbye, Angela. I will look for Keely. Rest assured, I will find her.
Right. Stay safe.
Alright, well,
Hey.
What? Just saying hey? Shouldn't just say hey to people, because it confuses them. So, the guy below, Colonel Shu, said that the woman who was interrogating the Legion person would be on the other side of the building, so I'm assuming that would be up here somewhere. Not sure exactly, but... Hello, soldier. Corporal Walter Hornsby.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
I can understand why.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Careful what you wish for, man. I've been in that nuclear winter. It's not very fun. So what is over here? Oh, prison cells. Okay. Confiscated goods trunk. Well, of course we're going to open this. Oh, I can't. 100. What is my lockpicking skill at? Nowhere near 100, I'm sure. 70. I'd need 30 from other stuff, so that's probably not happening, but I'll take a look here. Yeah, no, not happening. Well, let's see if we can help out,
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now.
Boyd.
Boy, is she pissed.
Lieutenant Carrie Boyd.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Do you need any help? I was sent by Colonel Shu.
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
So, a Centurion, is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think that means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way, and I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat him until he talks?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't? I get to be Batman with the Joker in the police interrogation room, that's what you're saying?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
That's pretty rough there, Lieutenant. But let's do it, why not?
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Damn, it's pretty brutal.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
I don't know about this.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
So I gotta beat the crap out of this guy, huh?
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
That really, that really was not that good of an insult. Intelligence 8, lie, I'm with the Legion, I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
Oh, so I have a bunch of options here. Okay, let's see. We are both slaves to Caesar's law, and you are in violation. I pose as a mercenary to get inside the walls. I'm gonna go with this one.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive, Silas. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So, in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is.
All that shouting. Honestly, Silas, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Silas.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care, because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Silas. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
Well, Silas, what do you think about that?
You don't have to do this.
You shouldn't have done that. I'm the only friend you have right now. Oh man, this is difficult. Let's try this one. You shouldn't have done that. I'm the only friend you have right now.
You've made your intentions clear. The Legion has abandoned me. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
Your loyalty is commendable, soldier, but I don't work for Caesar's Legion.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked. I'm working for the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Hell yeah! So, who are you after I did all that?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant Boyd.
Yep, see you around.
Well, cool. That was pretty easy. Didn't have to do any. Didn't have to resort to violence at all. Did a good thing there, boys. Did a good thing. All right, so let's see what else we got over here. The main concourse. This place is quite big. More soldiers over here. Just lead outside, I suppose. Yeah, it goes outside. All right, I don't want to go out there quite yet. I want to look around a bit here first. There's Colonel. Oh, Captain Ronald Curtis. Okay, new guy.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Shu wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Okay, so yeah, I would be more inclined to think it'd be Contreras. He seems like a smuggler of sorts. Well, a food smuggler. What do you do here, Captain Curtis?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Okay, thanks, Curtis. I'll take a look into it.
Later.
Okay, let's go up on top then, and go out that way and see if there's more people we can talk to up there. That leads back out to the concourse where we were before, but it's on the upper level, so it will be different area. Wait a minute, what is this?
Hold it. In. That's it.
Wait, what?
You like that?
What? What the hell happened? I don't even... What? I'm so confused. Why did they attack me? I guess it's because we're not supposed to be out here by the train? Oh, I can take the monorail to the strip from here. Okay. I don't understand why did they attack me? Hold on, can I reload? That was so dumb. Have to read this all over again? Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. That's stupid. So yeah, I went ahead and talked to the other guy again, and I'm back up here, heading out towards the concourse in the upper level here. That went from like, you know, stop, don't go there, to shot in the face really quick. I don't know, like maybe a dialogue prompt that makes you stop and, I don't know, would be better, but anyway, whatever, it's fine. Let's go out this way and see what's out here. Well, even more stuff, huh? Can't actually play these, can you? Guess not.
Hello.
Oh, Private Christina Morales. Or Morales, not sure.
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
You look upset, Miss Morales. What's wrong?
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
How'd he die?
He was out on patrol. Bunch of drugged-up fiends attacked them. Esteban laid down cover fire while the others fell back. One of the men saw him get shot. He didn't die, though. Not then. They tried to go back for him, but there were too many fiends and they had to pull out. Damn savages chased them halfway to McCarran.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
Alright, whatever, I'm going there anyway. I'll get your body back. Or your husband's body back. It does seem strange, though, that the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, sure, I'll try to bring his body back. Good God, why am I such an idiot?
Mister, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the RepCon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Okay, why not? We just love stepping over mines, doing all kinds of crap, stupid crap for other people. These are all empty, huh? All of them? Literally all of them empty? I can't sleep in these beds either. Oh, this one's not empty. Someday that karma's gonna bite me in the ass, man. Oh, didn't see anything, did you, Trooper? Nope. Nope, you didn't see a damn thing. What about over here? No, didn't see anything, did you? Nope, didn't see anything.
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
Well, you do that then. Where you take your leave is up to you. You'd think this stuff would be locked down, you know, but nope, not so much. So where does this go to? I don't know. I'm going to explore a bit around here. When I find something interesting, I will let you know, and we'll talk again. Oh, here's an interesting person.
Howdy.
Dr. Kemp.
Howdy.
So what do you have to sell?
Here's what's currently available.
Okay, he's got some doctor's bags and stuff. I could certainly use some of those things, but probably going to sell some stuff instead.
Another satisfied customer.
I'm going to grab some of Eddie's stuff and maybe Veronica's stuff too here. What do you have, Veronica?
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
No, it's not a dress. That is adorable, though, how she asked that. It really is. But we are going to take all this stuff, and we're going to sell a whole bunch of it. Wow. Got 1,000 to 1,000 for You Run Bartertown. Cool.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Later.
Alright. I like how, like, big and open this place is, and, like, I mean, it really... You get a scale of, there are really a lot of troops here, you know? Definitely plenty of room to treat all the people and everything. It's just cool.
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
Wow. You know, just like a broom would really improve the situation here. I'm just saying.
Sounds like we're running prim now.
It's pretty awful.
I'd still rather take my leave at the Strip.
You got a broom back there, man. Look, dude. The cans of stuff, you know, just sweep them. This is Corporal William Farber, the cook, who is apparently terrible at cooking. Let's talk to him.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back, because I looked it up and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Well, I'm kind of afraid to ask, but what do you have?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
What could be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
So where would you suggest I find the meat in the amount you'd need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
What parts needed to fix your food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Where might I find these parts at?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in Westside might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Okay. What about the spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
I think just spices to make the food taste better would be fine, but let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy some food.
Chow down.
So he's got just fresh stuff and beans and lots and lots of water. Okay, well at least we got plenty of water if we need it. All right.
Come.
So the big machine back here, food processor. Let's see what this thing's going on. Jury rig the machine. You were overwhelmed and give up. Okay, don't have all the required parts. Alright, got it. Well, I need high repair for that, or I guess I'll try to get my repair skill up a bit. My god, the trash in here is just unbelievable, man. Use that broom out here, dude. Okay, let's see what's down this way, I guess. Down this long hallway. This place is huge, man. As you'd expect, but still, it's huge. Oh, this is the supplies, huh? Kent McCarran Supply Shack. And there is nothing in here. Literally nothing here.
Hey.
Oh, it's Contreras, the guy that runs stuff for people, brings in food and stuff. I like your jacket, man.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
Well, what kind of supplies you got in mind?
For you, just the basics. Come back when you're a little more seasoned and maybe we could talk about other options. Bad business if someone hurts themselves using your products, you know. Gets all kinds of unwanted attention.
You talking about chems? That's what seems like what you're talking about. Have you seen anything suspicious lately?
You mean other than some stranger with no military ID interrogating me inside our base? Did Boyd put you up to this? I'm so sick of this harassment. You tell her to stop wasting my time with this bullshit. No, I haven't seen anything suspicious. It's been business as usual.
What do you have for sale?
Take your pick.
Wow, 4,000 caps. This guy can really buy a lot of stuff. It's pretty good. Gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff to this guy. Wow, not bad. 2,000 caps. Alright, let's do that. He's got combat armor and a helmet. A recon armor. Adds plus 15 sneak. Very nice. That's good stuff, man. Wow. Lots of damage threshold and resistance on that, too. I'll have to look at that later, then.
Thanks.
Okay, so we got quite a lot of good stuff there. Well, we've sold a lot of good stuff. And got a lot of caps. That's pretty good. Wow. It is really, really bright out. Like, stupidly bright. Why is it so bright? Did I screw up my brightness or something? I don't understand why it's so damn bright out here. And it's still really bright. I can't even read this. This makes no sense at all. Well, missiles. And more ammo. Don't mind me, soldier. Just robbing the base. Oh, I can actually just take it. It's not even stealing. So what the hell is this place? What? I don't understand. I don't even care, man. This is insane. Why is it so crappy out? Like, that's what it should be like, more like anyway. Still weird. Let me see something. Can I do like a forced weather 15E? There we go, that's normal. It's just the weather. That was some seriously like weird, bugged out weather, man. Man, I know I keep saying this, but wow, this place is so huge. Like, this is bigger. It's way bigger, in fact, than the Boston airport. I mean, it dwarfs it in size and scale. It's really cool that it's this big, you know? Like, it's impressive. It's more realistic, even though it is, like, just mostly probably nothing here. Garage door to Camp McCarran terminal. But where's this go? Let me see. Back inside. I was already here before. Yeah, I was already here, definitely. Okay. Let me look at my quests here and stuff. Try to get some stuff figured out here. So, we're supposed to ask about suspicious activity around Camp McCarran, so we can go out the front door and ask people out there about that. Find Keeley over at Vault 22, and also download the research over there. Talk to Benny. There was more too. Oh, retrieve that woman's corpse as well. The woman's husband's corpse over by RepCon as well. Let's see if we can talk some people out here. Let's talk to Buster.
Yep, I'm still here. Shit, I got nothing better to do, right?
Okay, can't do anything asking him about stuff. Let's try somebody else. Here's Ten of Spades. Let's see if he has anything to say about the suspicious activity around here.
You remember me, right? Ten of Spades, first recon.
Nothing. Okay.
Didn't think you'd be back.
Already talked about that.
All right.
Okay. I don't know. Just weird. Let's look on the map over here then. So we're supposed to go over and find Keeley. Where is that at? Enter Vault 22 and download the research data found there. It's not very far away. Why is... I guess because we have to exit the area first, right? Then we can go. My god, the amount of stealing I've been able to do, the amount of stuff I've been able to get has just been crazy. The amount of ammo and stuff I've been able to get. It's just silly. Okay, I guess we'll head out then. There's that traitor again.
Trim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe. Hey there, need anything?
Man, so here's that plasma defender. Quite a lot more damage. Still gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait until I go and see Cliff and buy stuff from him, and then win all my money back. I don't want to spend it all here first. So this is the Rey Motel. Area is just, there's just so much to see, so many people to talk to here.
Howdy.
Oh, this is a chem addict.
Howdy.
We'll be heading into the Raider territory over here. Okay then. You got him, Eddie. Good job, Eddie. Threatening note. The note reads, your debt still remains unpaid. We have warned you twice. There will not be a third warning, only consequences. You have 1 day. We can sleep here. Oh, I guess, well, I guess his debt was not paid and he suffered the consequences. It's unfortunate, sir. Sorry about your luck. I guess the consequences were the bark scorpions. Did not take his ammo. Tweezers, I wonder if those are worth anything at all. Well, not much we can do here. Exploring these areas is just so rewarding. Everywhere you go, you find stuff like that. It's just so much stuff, you know? Another dead person. What we have here is some nuts. Coca-Cola, Med-X. This guy apparently had a kid with him, it looks like, because there's a teddy bear. No, not that. Get the scrap metal, there we go. Wrenches too, I need those as well for making weapon kits. Well, sorry about your luck there, Wastelander. I wonder if he overdosed or... I don't know if he was killed. Can't tell from everything that's going on here. Wonder where his kid is now. Probably has to fend for themselves now after he OD'd on the Med-X or whatever it was. Very sad, very sad.
Over here.
Damn. Dude got laid out. I gotta turn that off though, it's really annoying. Don't know how that got reset. Pre-war casual wear. Okay. Well, unfortunately, guys, it's getting pretty dark out, and I'm probably gonna have to end up stopping for this episode for the night as well. Oh, hold on. Got a firefight over here, it looks like. Yeah, I should definitely go back to one of those hotel rooms and sleep, I think. We can continue on the next day. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. We will explore this area more and get some of these quests done. I'm sorry, I know it's been a lot of dialogue and stuff, but it's what happens when you get to the biggest town in the series and talk to all the people and get all the quests. So anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.